send you guys a bunch of paper towels somewhere around October.
November.
Make them wet wipes
Yeah. They need to be
With
industrial
aloe.
strength.
with aloe. With aloe.
It's definitely one of the more.
Do you think the eyeliner's part of the outfit?
You leave her alone.
Leave her
How to piss off a weeb in 5 easy steps.
Yeah. She is amazing.
Step 1, call them weebs. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. I love weebs. Some of my friends are
Or
weebs.
actually, I can't hear the voice, so I don't know. But
It's
wow.
a woman. Man, I just
Wait, which one is it? You said she's a woman, man.
yeah.
So-
Well, that is a spirit that fuses with her, and then they
Fuses.
combine into
Air
your
quotes.
actual main character that you play.
Huh.
They them pronouns.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, I
I guess to
genuinely
be
don't
totally
wanna,
fair,
like,
I
Yeah,
should have been doing that in the first place. Um,
I may have
God,
made
I'm
a
s-
little bit of a light of it. So I
Oh,
gotta-
okay. Wait, actually, this.
I'm smiling while I fucking look at this trailer again. I can't.
Oh,
fucking
game
wait.
again with the fucking Persona names for stuff. Boo-foo.
They're not going to not do that.
Right.
I know, it's just that literally 150 hours into Persona, I still had to use the button that would actually tell me what the fuck it did. For
Yeah.
some of the blue skills that were like, the
Yeah.
utility type skills, I'd be like, what does this
Yeah, so
26
it'd be like-
name do?
Terrakuja, defense go up. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Couldn't have just
Dude,
done
I-
mass group up.
No, I main a samurai in Final Fantasy 14. I know exactly.
Oh, so you know.
Yeah.
Are all their skills named like that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was trying to do a rotation build, not to sidetrack, but a rotation build one time, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I know which buttons they are. I couldn't tell you what the names were. But anyways, moving on.
So,
God.
this is obviously in the same universe as Persona, right?
No.
Yeah,
So
Fucking kidding
The-
me? Why is all this stuff so similar? Like, some of these
So-
models are even the same.
well, it's their brand. It's
yeah,
the same thing Final Fantasy does. It's their brand.
right.
So it's
But-
in the same universe.
No,
No.
I fucking hate them.
it's the same.
I swear to God.
It's the same art style because that's their brand. Like that is the brand of Shin Megami Tensei as a franchise is this look, and that's part of the reason why I like it so much. Is that it's sort of like how I was just bitching about Guardians not taking risk and looking very by the numbers, but I look at something like this and without a doubt I can look at a single frame of any SMT game and go, I know what company that is, I know what franchise that is because that is their art style.
Okay.
I appreciate those kind of artistic liberties that games can take.
I liked
but,
Persona, but I don't know.
An actual this is going to be harder than Persona, I'll tell you that right now.
No, I mean harder is fine. I'm just saying it looks like a bargain bin version of Persona to me, and I know that isn't right. But I'm just saying that artistically it doesn't look as good.
This isn't going to be in Persona 5's engine. I just realized that because that's the reason why Persona 5 is not on the Switch yet, is because they haven't found a good way to have it run correctly.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder if that means that they built this by scratch for the Switch.
I mean, maybe is that the only system it's going to be on?
Yes, this is a
wow.
Nintendo exclusive. Like when the Switch got announced, like the day it got announced, this got announced with it.
Okay.
Because it's like I've been waiting to see more of this game for 3 years, and to see that it's actually coming out in November this year makes me want to fucking scream again. But the reason for your like broad confusion over like, is this like, I don't understand how it's not the same universe if it looks the exact same. That is a normal thing for a lot of people because the way it works, and this is going to be kind of convoluted, but it's not that different from Final Fantasy. The mainline games are just called Shin Megami Tensei, and some of them have subtitles. Like the recent one that got remastered on Steam is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. and then the one on the 3DS is 4 Apocalypse. So those are the mainline games, and then from the mainline games are the smaller franchises like Persona, Digital Devil Summoner, Digital Devil Saga, things like that.
Wow. Okay.
There are 8. There's I don't think there's double digits yet. There's somewhere in the ballpark of 6 to 8 spin-offs of the mainline games.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like so the original name for Persona 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1 was Shin Megami Tensei Persona.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know.
I thought you were going to stop at colon. That's why I
So
was like,
it's a
ugh.
Shin Megami Tensei game, but it's not a Shin Megami. What, am I saying that right?
This is
Right?
so there's Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and then there's Final Fantasy Crisis Core. There's Final Fantasy Type 0. There's Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus.
But those were in Final Fantasy worlds. But what I'm getting at is, it's a Shin Megami Tensei game, but it's not set totally in a Shin Megami Tensei world.
Every mainline SMT game is its own world because it deals with the
Gotcha. So it's like a Final Fantasy style franchise.
It's literally like the best comparison is Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 6 are unrelated worlds in every possible way. You know what I'm saying?
Except for all the systems that link.
Right.
Yeah.
And there
That's what I meant earlier.
Yeah, and there are timelines similar to, say, Legend of Zelda, where it's like this links up to this, but like the world of Shin Megami Tensei 3 is not the same world as Persona 5. It is its own isolated universe and timeline, similar to how Final Fantasy 7
is different than 8.
Yeah, Gaia.
Can we say they're in the same galaxy?
No.
Would you
maybe
say?
In a star system far, far away.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Okay, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
it does.
Yeah, no, this game is just a living nerdgasm for me and some of my friends, because I've waited years for the next mainline game.
Send you guys a bunch of paper towels somewhere around October.
Yeah, November.
Make them wet wipes.
Yeah. They need to be industrial
aloe.
strength.
With aloe.